This is Jin with SeductionUnleashed.com, helping you unleash your best with women and beyond. And we're about to go into the 3 signs that she wants you sexually, and we're not going to waste any time. So number 1 is if she touches you in an intimate way, in any kind of way, period. For example, if girls, here's the thing, girls, if they're not into you, trust me, you're going to know they're not going to be into you. Bitches, women, sorry, lately people been complaining I've been saying bitches a lot. Bitches are not gonna touch you unless they really like you, unless they have some kind of interest. So if a girl goes up to you, say at a party or whatever the case is, she asks you what that necklace you're wearing is or what that means, and she touches you or she touches your chest, or she even like pulls your shirts out and says like, you know, like what is that, or whatever the case, any kind of question when she's touching you, that is a sign that of interest, because women are passive creatures. So they know a lot of times if they show dudes any kind of interest, especially she's very beautiful, they already know that men are gonna take that shit straight to the fucking head. This is why they won't do it unless they actually genuinely mean that shit. And also, naturally, if any girl says no or it starts to retract a bit, naturally you need to retract to give her space to come forward. If a girl retracts, you always retract backwards to also give her space to step forward. Because if she goes back and then you step forward, she has no space to now step forward. So that's just one thing I want to say, man. I remember when I was younger, I had a tall ass mohawk, and I went to a party, and at the party, I'm in the party, and this hot Dominican hick chick who's just straight from the island, just, you know, she kind of points at it, and I don't really know what she does, but when a chick points at you or she points you out, whatever the case is, she touches you in any kind of way, man, you need to know that that shit is not an accident. So make a move, ask her name, give a big fucking smile, and ultimately be ready to go for the kill if you see the opportunity. Because a lot of times that was a weakness for me too, is because as the pursuer, you're not necessarily used to a girl giving you a sign saying talk to me, stupid. But when that happens, you have to be ready. You gotta be like Kobe, man. You gotta be Kobe in the 4th quarter. Sign number 2, if she asks you anything about your previous relationships or about your thoughts on relationships, period. If she's over here asking you what kind of girls you're usually into, it's probably a sign that she might be into you. Because think about it, if a girl's not into you, she's not gonna give a fuck what kind of girls you're into, unless she's just really trying to friend zone you and trying to give you advice on what you should do or whatever the case is. And then maybe that's a little differently. But if a girl's asking you anything on your thoughts about love, about dating, or any type of thing like that, she's trying to get introspective with you, and you should probably take the sign. I had a client recently, and you know, he had a date. He was with the girl, and he actually smashed it. Things went well, and afterwards she kind of asked him, you know, like what he thought about just his thoughts in general about dating and relationships. Now obviously they smashed, so she's interested or whatever the case was, but that was also just an opportunity for him to go deeper and more introspective, because girls will even do that before they have sex with you. They'll ask you those little things, giving the opportunity, throwing that rope out there for you to pull it, and you know, let her know something outside of what she normally knows, outside of what she hears from every other dude. So when you have that opportunity to have that deep moment between the two of you, where you get to give her your raw, honest thoughts, give her just that, man. Like something off the cuff, something off the fly. Like if a girl was to say, like, what kind of girls are you typically into, and say she was a short girl with glasses, I might be like, hey, short, goofy girls with glasses. But lately, you know, I've been thinking of changing my type, because those kinds, they've been giving me a lot of trouble lately. What do you think? Something like that is smooth as fuck, you know, ebb and flow with the situation. But also remember, the ultimate goal is to build the deepest possible connection in the shortest amount of time possible. So don't get too caught up with the flirty, because that was an old kryptonite of mine, just getting too caught up roasting chicks and teasing and being the funny guy, to where now logistics got in the way. Now her friends pulled her away before I could build that real solid connection. Then later on, when you hit her up, beep, 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 no reply. Nothing. And that's not the position you want to be in. Number 3, if she makes any kind of sexual jokes or innuendos or puns at all. A lot of times you get those girls that are kind of upfront in your face, and they'll make those little sexual jokes and innuendos and puns. It might even be a shit test too. It might even be something where she's getting at you. But say, for example, you're a French dude. If some chick is over here like, is it true what they say about the French, or whatever the case is, that is a sign of interest. If she's over here making any little innuendos, girls are, again, they're naturally passive by nature. So the signs they give, they're gonna be coming in those kind of mixed signals. So you have to be ready for that. And that is something that I don't think gets mentioned a lot, but it needs to get mentioned a lot, man. Because girls will do that shit. They might just poke at your shirt and be like, is it true what I heard about whatever, maybe your race or maybe your height or maybe your foot size even. She might even say, it's like, wow, you have big feet and some shit like that. Like any type of little things like that. Women aren't dumb, man. They know what they're doing. Don't let these diabolical hoes catch you slipping, man. Take the bait, man. Sometimes you need to take the bait because they're throwing it out there because, I mean, that's just how they do it, man. You can't do anything about it. Bonus tip. This isn't so much a sign that she gives, but this is something, a sign or reaction that she gives to something that you do proactively. For example, if you ask her something introspective about sex or in any kind of way and she answers it, that is a sign that she's into you. Because, for example, if I'm a little bit bold, so it's more my character to say something bold, but say I pretense it with something a little bit light. Like I might be like, I know this is really random, but I feel like your favorite position is doggy style. Most of the time, most women, that is their favorite position, which is why that reaction is so funny, because I know I'm betting on very favorable odds, in which they're gonna act shocked, but really then I'm gonna be like, yeah, but seriously though, is it? And a lot of times they don't want to admit it, but just the silence alone is an admitted guilt, man. And that shit is a great moment, but that is just one example out of many examples, and ultimately that is just something that is a bonus tip. Also, what else? Yeah, like her favorite position, craziest fantasy, craziest sexual experience. If she's willing to go into those deep topics, man, you have an opportunity that you should not let slip, ultimately. So with that being said, yo, we're literally at 199 subscribers, man. I think by the time this video is uploaded, we might be to 200. I want to say thank you to everybody. Like, we were literally at 50 subscribers 2 months and a half ago or some shit. So at the end of the day, we're growing slowly. It doesn't matter. Some people, I know casuals might look at this and be like, hey, you got 100 something videos and only 200 subs. It doesn't matter to me. To me, that's a lot of motherfuckers. That's a whole crowd of people. And ultimately, I'm appreciative for every single one of you. That being said, man, that's just... thanks, Unleashed Gang, ultimately at the end of the day, because I'm a beast, man. This is just the fucking beginning. This is like, I don't even feel like I made 100 videos. It's like, it don't mean nothing to me. I just feel like I just got started, and that's how you have to feel ultimately with girls or whatever you're chasing in life, because I don't want to just talk this shit. I want to walk the walk. If I'm putting in effort, if I'm putting my heart on the line, and I'm telling you to put your heart on the line with these women or whatever, chasing your dream, and like, I have to show the same shit, and I have to show that work ethic through this, through the podcast, through, you know, going out of my way to provide content and create things and to reach out there, because ultimately we all out here on the same journey, whether it be with women or life itself. So with that being said, bro, be your best, man. See you on the other side. Peace.